was a 3-2 victory for Kent State, qualifying the Golden Flashes for the Super Regional as defeating Kentucky for the second time in 3 days after that unbelievable marathon on Friday night. A sweet win, 3-2 victory. Both clubs playing flawless defense, no errors committed in the game, and 6 hits by each team as Kent State, the visiting team in this game, qualified for the next level. And indeed, congratulations to the Golden Flashes. Visit Northern Ohio HyundaiDealers.com. You can do that today. Joining us now on the hotline is Scott Stricklin, who is the head baseball coach at Kent State. Scott, we had on the show a couple of weeks ago when we took the show out to Avon for the MAC tournament. We were doing All Bets Are Off out there. It was the first time I had the privilege of meeting the coach. Congratulations, Scott.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, hey, first of all, 21 innings on Friday night? My goodness.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I've never been a part of anything like that. And we had a lead in the bottom of the ninth, and they got a 2-out hit to tie the game. Then we had a lead in the bottom of the 18th, and we gave up a run and actually threw out the winning run at the plate. They were getting ready to win, and we had a perfect relay from center to short to home plate to get the winning run at the plate. And then we went into the bottom of the 21st, and we had second and third and 2 outs, and we got a strikeout to end the game. And it was just an unbelievable game to be a part of, and just a huge victory for our university.
What time did that finish?
It finished around 9:45. We started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was 6 hours and 37 minutes long, and it was funny that the place was sold out because Purdue and Valpo were playing after us. So there were 5,000 fans there, and they were delirious because their game was supposed to start at 7. And they just wanted the game to be over. And whoever had the lead, they were cheering for them. They were going absolutely nuts.
That's hilarious. Did anybody in your SID department, that's got to be if it's not the longest game in NCAA history, it's got to be close.
It's actually the second longest in NCAA tournament history. 3 years ago in 2009, Texas and Boston College played a 25-inning game.
Unbelievable.
So, I talked to both of those coaches. They sent me a text. I told them I was glad that they still had the record because I don't think I had 4 more innings left.
How about this? I want to throw this out at the fans. From the 10th inning through the 17th inning, neither the Golden Flashes nor Kentucky scored. My goodness, your relief pitching. The starting pitcher was David Starn in that game. Isn't that the young man that you featured when we were out there for the MAC tournament?
That is correct. David was the MAC Pitcher of the Year and also the conference tournament MVP there in Avon. And just he's had an unbelievable career for us. And, he went 6 innings, and we felt pretty good. He left the game with a 4-2 lead, and then they just kind of crept back into it. And our bullpen was unreal, going 15 innings and only giving up. Well, I think we gave up 2 runs in 15 innings out of the bullpen, and their bullpen was the same. We just went toe-to-toe, and it was just an unreal baseball game.
Let me acknowledge these kids that the coach went to after Starn: Casey Wilson, Brian Clark, Josh Pierce, and Michael Clark, who eventually got the win. Are the Clarks brothers?
No, they're not. But all 4 of those guys, actually all 5 of those guys that pitched in that game are all Northeastern Ohio kids, and just really, really proud of what they accomplished and what they've been able to do.
Your first baseman, George Roberts, in this marathon, went 5 for 10 in the game.
Yeah, well, he started out 5 for 5. That's what the guys are getting on him about. He's 5 for 5, and then he goes 0 for 5. So he basically played a great game and a bad game all in one game.
Now, it was a godsend the next day. Saturday, you play Purdue. Yep. Your bullpen had to be extremely tired, and you get a complete game out of Ryan Boris.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. I mean, like I said after the game in the press conference, we were hoping for 7, and we were wishing for 8, and we could only dream of getting 9, and we got. He threw us a complete game, about 110 pitches, and just was dominating. And Purdue won the Big Ten very easily, actually. They won the Big Ten, I think, by 4 games, and they were ranked in the top 10 in the country for most of the year. And number 1 seed in the tournament, home field advantage. They had about 5,000 people there, and and we dominated the game. We won 7-3, and we were leading. Scored 5 runs in the second inning and just kind of put him down and just played an unbelievable game considering what we did the night before.
And then in the game yesterday that qualifies you to move on to the next level, again Kentucky, and again a fantastic 3-2 pitchers duel. This time Scalina was your starting pitcher.
Yeah, 0-0 going into the 8th inning, and they brought in a pitching change, and Evan Campbell hit a ball. You know, his first pitch he saw with 2 outs and 2 guys on, he hit it. And I thought it was going in the right field corner, and then it hit off the top of the wall and kind of caromed, and it caromed funny. And the umpire immediately called it a home run, and apparently after video review, they've gone back to look at it, and I guess it hit the top of the fence and came back in. It shouldn't have been ruled a home run. I feel bad that's how that was the deciding factor in the game. But you know, sometimes you get breaks, and we got a break in that case, and we held on and won 3-2.
Well, that's baseball, Coach. You know that's baseball, and I'll be done. You know, and isn't it funny? I don't know if any of you are aware of this. Some of you, I'm sure, are. Tom Hamilton, the radio voice of the Indian Sun, is a member of Coach Stricklin's Golden Flashes. He's a very fine young ball player, and talk about him. I see you use him as the DH.
Yeah, he's been our DH for pretty much the second half of the season. He's hitting around 370 for us, and he's a switch hitter, and he gets us going. He actually got that rally going in the top of the 8th. He had a leadoff single. We bunted him over, and he was on third base when that ball was ruled a home run. So Nick had a big part in that game last night. He's had a bunch of clutch hits for us all year long. And
Tom took a few days off from doing the Indians game. He was there in attendance, I understand.
Tom wouldn't miss it for the world. You know, he saw a lot of the games in Avon, but then he took some time off and let Rosie do the work for him.
So now, where is this next this Super Regional? Is that in Oregon, Coach?
Yeah, we're going to play the Oregon Ducks in Eugene, Oregon, and we'll find out when we play. Actually, tonight at 11 o'clock. All the regional finals are being played today, so all the matchups will be set after tonight, and we're hoping to play Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We'll play a 3-game series. It will either be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're hoping for the later one just to give us an extra day of rest and for that cross-country flight.
How did Oregon do in the Pac-12?
They didn't win it, but they did very well. I believe Stanford or Arizona won the regular season, but Oregon is ranked 5th in the country, and they're a 5 national seed in the way that they seed these things. So great pitching, great defense. It's just okay. They play a lot of small ball. They're going to bunt a lot. But great pitching, great defense. It's going to be a tall order to beat them, that's for sure.
Now, if you win and overcome that hurdle, then is it on to Omaha from there?
On to Omaha. We're 2 wins away from Omaha. We've never been this close before, and no team in the MAC since they changed the format about 15 years ago. No team in the Mid-American Conference has ever been to a super regional. So we're in kind of uncharted territory right now, and we're just trying to ride this momentum. We've got the longest winning streak in the nation. We've won 20 games in a row. We haven't lost in about 5 weeks. So our kids are really riding high, playing well, and we're excited to jump on the plane and head west.
Boy, what a record, too. I went through that record with your accomplishments at Kent State over the years, Coach. You can be very proud. We're all cheering for you guys. And, wow, would that be cool if you could get to Omaha. No question about it. God bless you. And you know, they told me before I interviewed you in person a couple of weeks ago that Kent State's pitching, they are loaded. Pitching's the name of the game on any level, Coach.
There's no question. Mike Birkbeck, our pitching coach, former major leaguer, he's done a great job with our guys. We had unbelievable staff last year, and we lost 2 of those guys to the draft, and we've just replaced them. New guys come in and just have picked up right where those guys left off. We've been unbelievably consistent on the mound all year long, and just really proud of what our guys have been able to do.
Scott, best of luck.
Thank you, Bruce. Thanks for having me.
All right, Scott Stricklin, the head baseball coach of the Kent State Golden Flashes, on now to the Super Regional.